Hey guys, how's it going? It is Travis Mortz with the Forest Hill Film Lab. Today I'm doing a pretty cool little video. It's not necessarily a camera review just because these point and shoots here don't have a whole lot to talk about. But it's almost like a comparison video. And we're going to be pairing the Yashica T4 up against the ever so famous and popular Olympus Stylus Epic. Basically, I'm going to be talking to you guys about these two cameras, telling you what I like and dislike about the two, showing you guys some examples from both of these cameras, and just kind of seeing what the hype is about. These two cameras are very, very popular right now in the point and shoot world. They're trending, if you will. So because of that, I really wanted to know why. Why are these cameras trending? What's so special about them? Do people just like how cute and small they are? Or do people really like the results? What's the usability like? So we're gonna talk about both these cameras. I'm gonna show you guys some results, and you guys could make your own decision which one you think would be better suited for you. So I want to talk to you guys about these two cameras. These cameras have really blown up lately with the resurgence of film being popular and people wanting a nice, easy camera to shoot. A lot of people have come across these two point and shoot cameras and they have really liked them. So as you guys may know, I'm an avid camera hunter, so I'm always searching thrift stores and antique shops and swap meets and things like that looking for cameras. And in my search, I find Olympus Stylus cameras all of the time, but they're usually zooms. They're usually the Olympus Stylus zoom, which isn't such a smooth streamlined process to shoot with. It's got a zoom lens. It's a little bit laggy. So because of that, those haven't blown up in popularity all that much, even though they're great cameras. But last week I was hunting and I saw a Olympus Stylus like I always do, but I noticed it said Epic on the front, and I know that that usually means that it's something a little bit more special. And I slid the shield back, or the cover here, and I noticed it was the 35 2.8, which is like, this is the sought after camera, this is the one to have. So of course I picked it up, and I was ever so excited. It does have a little, some scratches on the front a little bit. The back's a little bit worn in some spots, but it's a great working camera. I shot a couple rolls of film with it, and I really enjoyed it. And then just a few days later, I came across this beautiful Yashica T4 in another store. So I picked them both up. These are both cameras that personally I wouldn't have bought, not for any reason except for the fact that I'm not a real big point and shoot guy myself. I think they're awesome, but just for me, the stuff I'm shooting, I'm usually shooting something else. So what I did with these cameras when I was testing them is I really embraced that point and shoot style. I did a lot of indoor photos with flash. I did a lot of snapshotty stuff because I really wanted to see what this camera would give me if I shot it the way it should be used, which is snapshots. So I want to talk to you guys, before I show you some of the photos, I want to talk to you guys about the ergonomics of these cameras and what I liked and what I disliked about them. So I'm going to get started right here with the Yashica T4. I'm a real sucker for Zeiss glass, so the Yashica T series is right up my alley. I have a Yashica T2 that I've just never been able to let go. I just picked up another one. Still, I'm probably not going to get rid of that because I really do love a point and shoot camera that has Zeiss glass. So naturally, when I found the Yashica T4, I was really, really excited to shoot it. Some of the things I like about the T4 is that it's a little bit more robust than the Stylus here. It's just a little bit heavier. I like that it's a square camera. There's no variation in size, so you can grab it, you can put it in a pocket. Either way, it fits great either way. I also like the fact that there is no slider on the front. I don't like a camera with too many moving parts because moving parts get in the way. So the thing that's nice about the T4 is that the little sliders here. The thing that I guess I would say I don't like about the T4 is that the lens does protrude. So closing it, there's a little bit of lag time between opening and closing it, and then also it takes a little bit to get going. Like that was a pretty quick shot, but there's just a little bit of A little bit of lag time between pressing it down and it going. But other than that, I really did enjoy using the camera. The button up here is really easy to use to turn the flash off. It's just got like a moon and a star next to it. It's got different flash modes, auto flash, double flash, daylight fill flash, and then off. And then it's also got an infinity focus mode, which is pretty cool, I guess. But see, some of these settings, I read online that the flash setting resets after every shot, but it does not seem to be doing that. It didn't do that for me, because that would be really annoying. See, if I have it on flash off, you see the time in between each shot? Not too bad. But yeah, I really did like using the T4. I was really happy with the results. You know, this is a real consistent camera. You could expect a roll of 36 images, all nicely exposed, and for the most part, sharp if you're careful with your shots. I even shot some stuff with the flash on. And overall, it's a really nice camera. I do like, like I said, how robust it is. I like that it has this little rubber grip here because I'm a one-handed shooter when I'm using a point and shoot. I want to just hold it and be able to trust the camera in my hand. And this thing is easy to hold on to. It doesn't flop out of my hands easily. So yeah, I did like using the T4. I like that there's no slider on the front. I like that the camera's just real nice little brick. It fits in a pocket well. I feel like I could probably drop it and it wouldn't stop working. So let's move on to the Olympus Stylus Epic. I really did like using this camera quite a bit. The one thing I'll say is that I don't know what it is about styluses, but they always fall out of my hands. I drop these things so often. I drop them sometimes. I'll grab them in a thrift store and I'll drop it before I get to the register and I'll just go put it back. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. And I think that's just because of the shape of it. It's kind of hard to hold on to because it's like contoured and I don't know. And then another weird thing about the stylus is that I want to put it in my pocket this way, but then that makes the slider go, so then I should really be putting it in my pocket this way, and then it's a little bit uncomfortable because then the lip has to go down. I don't know. It sounds like a silly problem to have, but these are things I think about. I mean, I'm shooting a point and shoot. I want to carry this thing in a pocket. I want it to be more versatile than any other camera I could possibly have chosen for the day. One thing I really did like about the Stylus Epic, no protruding lens. See, this lens stays in its home. Yeah, it bobbles when you turn it on and when you shoot it, but I really like that it's down there in its home because when I'm shooting a point and shoot and I'm done shooting it, I'm done right now. There's no lag time. I'm just done, back in my pocket. You see, every time I can just turn it off, and I really like that. That's probably my favorite part about the Olympus Stylus Epic is because even like some of the cheaper Stylus Infinities, you have that lag time. You have to wait for that lens to move, especially with the zooms. You got to like hit it and wait and wait and wait and then close it. And that slows down the process. It slows down it putting it back in your pocket, getting on with your life, and getting on to the next shot. So yeah, I really like that. I really like how quick it is too. The lag time that the T4 has, I'm sure it's just milliseconds, but these are things we have to think about. And this thing is basically like ready to go. As soon as you pull the slider open, I think that maybe the flash is pre-charged or something, but it's like pretty quick, ready to go. Let's see, pretty quick, ready to go. One after the other. It's very responsive, and I like that. I like this button too. This button here's got a little bit more of a push down, and that's kind of what brings that lag. You see that lag, but this button's like a hard button, and it's right when you press it. You see, very responsive, and I like that. I like that a lot because when you're shooting a point and shoot, you want that image right now. That's the most important thing about any camera is instant reaction. If you are not instantaneously taking the picture, then all of your shots aren't going to be what you want, correct? I mean, this is so quick and it focuses so fast and the flash is extremely good. Personally, I think I might I might have liked shooting the Stylus Epic more than the T4. Personally, I like the T4 better because I like the design of it. I like that it's Carl Zeiss glass because I'm a sucker for German optics. But overall, I think that the shooting experience of shooting the Epic is far superior than the T4. It's quicker, it's more responsive. You have a nice easy display back here. You could turn the flash off, and it also stays off. Here's my one gripe. Here's my one gripe about the Stylus Epic, and all styluses for that matter. Like I said, I'm a one-handed shooter when I'm holding these things, and when you turn the flash off, it will stay off. But if you move this slider, even the littlest bit, like I just did, it turns this screen off, right? And it resets that flash mode. And the way that this thing's contoured, when I'm holding it, it's easy to move that, just the littlest bit. And then I'm back to square one, and I gotta go set my flash off. I mean, look, I just did it. I just did it. So that's, I don't know, it's something to think about. That's the one gripe I had, and it's really still my problem, but it's the fact that, you know, I've been caught holding this thing with one hand and it not doing what I want it to. That would be my only complaint. The other thing is, like, I always have a hard time, oh, see, look, I still can't even find it, but I always have a hard time finding the eyepiece on these point and shoot cameras, and maybe that's why I'm not a huge fan of them. But this one's easy to find because it's dead center. It's got little indicator lights here, so it'll tell you if your flash is about to go off or whatnot, why it's working, why it's not working. I do like the more robust glass here. But yeah, overall they're both great cameras. I wanted to show you guys. Here's some samples. Since I was talking about the Yashica and how happy I was with the results, I'm going to show you guys some samples. And I'll even actually put on the sample what kind of film it was so you can really get a grip on what I was shooting. And also, the black and white shots were shot on some like 14-year-old Kodak T-Max. And so I actually had some more film from that same batch, and I shot it in the Stylus as well. So we'll actually get to see a side-by-side comparison with like the same exact film through and through. We're going to test them both, and I'll show you guys the differences in sharpness and quality and whatnot. So here we go. Take a look at some of the Yashica T4 photos, and just take a look at you know, the feeling of them and the sharpness, and tell me what you guys think in the comments. So here we go. Welcome back, guys. So now you've had the chance to take a look at some of the T4 photos, and you know, for a point and shoot, this is excellent. I mean, it's not making results that, I say for a point and shoot, but the results aren't for a point and shoot kind of results. They're images that are sharp negatives on film, and that's what matters. So that's something to think about when you're shooting point and shoots, or when you're looking at a point and shoot. We're trying to make sharp negatives on film, and if we're doing that, then we're making good images. That's what really matters. So if this camera is capable of making a sharp image on film, then it's just as good as the next SLR or anything you shoot, because that's ultimately the end goal. And then here we go. I'm going to show you guys some photos with the Stylus Epic. I had a real good time with this camera too. You know, I tried to forget about the hype of it, though. I tried to ignore the part of, you know, the equation where this is just a popular camera, and I know that. I tried to shoot it as if it wasn't a popular camera, and I wanted to figure out why it was popular. And I think I did that. I think I do understand the popularity of this camera. I like the quickness, I like the responsiveness, and I really did like the results too. So take a look at some of these Olympus Stylus Epic results, and I'll see you guys in a second. Hey guys, welcome back. Now that you've had a chance to see some of the images from both these cameras, you know, it starts to make sense to me personally why they're so popular. I like a quick, ergonomic camera that is very responsive and makes good images consistently. Of course, there's other point and shoots out there that will actually probably do the same thing, but the experience of using it might not be as streamlined. The responsiveness of the camera might not be as quick as the Stylus Epic here. The depth of field fallout might not be as nice as the Yashica T4. Things like that. A lot of sharpness comes from the camera's autofocus system, and these two cameras have top of the line autofocus systems for point and shoot cameras. So because of that, our consistency is high, our fail rate is low, the exposures are always on point, and we get great rolls out of them. And so that's pretty exciting. I understand now why these cameras are so trendy, why they're so popular, because they're really a joy to use. I actually just the other day came across this little guy. This is another Olympus box that I stumbled on, and here we've got a black Olympus Stylus Epic with the 35mm 2.8 lens. And so, yeah, I was pretty excited to find this as well in the box. And, you know, now it's like starting to make me feel like I want to keep one of these cameras. I enjoyed shooting it so much. I even have a roll in this camera, even though I'm making the video right now, because I just really like shooting it. So, yeah, I wanted to tell you guys and thank you guys. The camera store on the foresthillfilmlab.com website is going great. I've already made quite a few sales. I've shipped some cameras out to Slovenia and the United Kingdom. I sent a camera out to. I sent some stuff out to I sent some negatives back to Canada and Puerto Rico that were sent to me, and you know, business is going good. I'm really excited. I really have to thank you guys so much for all of your support. None of this could be possible without you guys, quite frankly, because I'd stop being excited if nobody was interested in these videos, but you guys are. And also, I wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to be putting new stuff in the store every single day, so keep an eye on it, because I got a lot of good stuff recently, but I just don't want to dump it all on there. But we got some medium format stuff coming out. I got some more 35mm SLRs. I've been finding a lot of fixed lens point and shoots, because these cameras are great because they're fixed focal length lenses. It allows them to be quicker and more responsive and sharper. So because of that, I've been out collecting all kinds of unique, fun, fixed lens point and shoots for you guys to pick up in my store for a fraction of the price. You know, this thing I'm going to put in the store, and it's probably going to be like $250 or something, and that's because they're trending. But the fact of the matter is, there are cheaper cameras out there that will give a similar result, maybe not the same, of course, but that point and shoot feeling. So take a look at the store. I'm going to put some awesome stuff in there, and if you're watching this video now, both of these cameras are currently in the store for sale. So if this video interests you and you wanted to pick up either the Yashica T4 or the Stylus Epic, go check it out. They're in the store ready to purchase, and hopefully I'll be sending these things out by the end of the week to one of you guys to start putting your own film through. And I think maybe I'll hang on to this black one for a while. I'm kind of falling in love with it. But anyways, you guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support. Keep on shooting, and when you do, send me some negatives. I'd love to develop some of your film. I've got the film lab running. So thank you guys so much. Until next time, have a good one.